Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the CR&E Morning Brew. It is November the 9th, 2023. Hope everyone's doing well. This camera's out of adjustment. All right. Does it sound okay, guys? Let's see, we got Wigwag in there. Good morning, Wigwag. And John Benecki, good morning. Good to see you in here. Daryl is, good morning, Daryl. Just be listening and driving. Oh, that's cool. Appreciate that. So, yeah, a little bit of a last minute this morning, man. Never got a chance to set up things last night. I fell asleep, man. Thomas Moore, good morning. Let's see. So, yeah, so hell, I haven't seen you guys since Halloween. The Tuesday show, fifth Tuesday, On Track Tuesday. And that was a good show. It's good. Although I was the only one to wear a costume. That's okay. Wasn't required. But if you guys haven't had a chance to check out Robert's friend Paul, that layout that he was visiting, this was a friend of his that he grew up with, and it's going to be a really heck of a layout there, man. It's going to be easily the size of a club layout. I think his room is like 40 by 80 or 30 by 80, something crazy like that. So I was on the phone with the mechanic, and my wife had to finish the call because he had to put me on hold and check engine lights on in the van. So I got to send that, get that up there. Need tires, need alignment, all the usual shit. Let's see, we got Chris, Tennessee River Union Railroad. Good morning. Still half asleep? Well, get your ass up. What else you got to do? Kyle Stevens, what's happening, man? Dwayne's Fork and Spoon. How you doing, Dwayne? Good to see you in here. We're building the hell out of those model planes, man. Doing a great job on that stuff. Oh, go over here, go home. Picked up a new mug this month. My buddy Chris up there in Canada. Which, by the way, Mike and James are going to be doing Third Rail Thursday tonight. So check them out 8 o'clock Eastern. I'll try to remember again to remind you guys later. It's going to be I'm going to probably stick to an hour today. I got 2 more days before that test I got to take on Saturday, and so I got to hit it really extra hard today studying. I've been studying, but it's kind of like I want to hit it today, and then I got a half a day of work tomorrow, so I'm going to study for another few hours after work, and then I'm going to shut it down. Just take the night off, relax, stop thinking about it. You know what I mean? Because it's all I've been thinking about, just how I got to take this test. It's not the end of the world if I don't pass it. It doesn't affect my job as far as me not having a job. It's just something extra. And it'll be beneficial. And there's a retest in like March. So, but I'm planning on passing it and not having to worry about it. Anyways, that's enough about that. Thomas says, I own a steam locomotive Staybolt from 1942. Oh, that's pretty cool. You got all kinds of like oddball stuff like that, man. It's pretty neat. Like, you're definitely a collector of those things where it's not something that a lot of guys collect. I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong. Morning, Ray. How are you? Good, my buddy Curly. Curly Express. Good morning. Oh boy. What numbers did you order? I did too. I don't know why I did. I run modern, but I swear I got an addiction. It's really bad. But yeah, those are looking good. I did notice they finally went over $300. Scale Trains finally did. They the next round of the AC 4400s are 304 and some change, so 305 basically. So, because it's just a sign of the times. It's whatever they're all over there, pretty much. Grandpa Rails, good morning. How you doing, John? Lee, how are you, my friend? Good afternoon. I popped in here. There's three people on the list, and I'm still behind. John says 16 and 7. Yeah, guys, if you don't mind hitting that like button, it always helps out. And my buddy Wilmer. That's the last time I saw you guys was, like I said, Halloween for the 5th Tuesday On Track Tuesday show. So, very excited. I wasn't able to do my show. I had to work Thursday. No, I didn't work last Thursday. I had a class. Sorry, I missed your Tuesday show there, Wilmer. And like I say, guys, I've been spending just about every waking minute. I mean, within reason, on and off. I can't study constantly straight through, but I've been trying to put in a good amount. All right, let's see here. $69.22 and $69.39. I have to look and see. I don't know which ones I pre-order. I really didn't know the difference. Like they were saying with different road numbers and different things, but I don't know. I just don't really know exactly what the differences were. Yep. But anyways, 10 and 8. Thomas. Wiggy waggy. Hey, Train Freak. Congratulations. Good morning. Is Dave growing? I am growing a mustache for No Shave Movember. It's something that to recognize men's mental health or men's health month in general. It's a mustache grow out for the month. Usually I do a beard, but I guess it's supposed to be a mustache, so I figured, well, let me give it a try. It's not growing very fast, but we'll see. I don't think I've ever had just a mustache. I've had a goatee, I've had a beard, but never just a mustache. Well, not since high school. I tried to grow a fuzz stash in high school. It wasn't much of a mustache. But, you know, in my mind, it was the best thing ever back in the 80s. Rockstar Jerry, good morning. Good to see you in here. Let's see. I'm still behind. John says hi to Jerry. Yeah, thanks, Curly. It's good as Super Mario. Somebody had to dress up in them fuddy-duddies of a crew we have on Tuesday. Well, Robert, he always looks like he's dressed up. Just kidding, Robert. He's not in here to defend himself. It's not fair. Let's see. Try a beard with no mustache. I don't know. I think I've seen that actually. My wife looked at me the other morning and she's like, I don't know about that. I'm not sure if I like that or not. I'm like, well, too bad. Been sick, Jerry. That's not good. Let's see. Oh, thought I missed something. Hope you get better soon. Sure, it's fair. Some friends you are. Straight Man One, how are you? Good morning. Bud Files. Good morning to you. Yeah, there's a bug going around. Yeah, it's called fall. There's a bug every fall. Yeah, man, get some rest. Get those fluids up. I don't know what you got going on, but a lot of us get sick because we wear ourselves down. Don't get enough rest. Going too hard all the time. Not eating right. Not drinking the right things. So on and so forth. And again, it's that time of year. Flu season's coming. There's here. Been hot in Arkansas. Cold front moving through today. It's been about normal here. 50s, down in the 40s at night. Is that even a thing anymore? We don't even test for it here. There are a lot of cops. Blue wrenches here. I'll try my best not to speed. I got to go in and do that. I got to do it on actually on YouTube, right? I don't know if it's actually. Give everybody a wrench. See if I can make that happen. My tech savvy. Is Wigwag not a wrench? Oh, Wigwag, I think I deleted one of your messages. I mean, he was saying good morning to Carolina Foot. Hey, Dave. Carolina Foothills, by the way. I can't do it there. Nope. How did I miss? Oh, there it is. Hey, Dave. How did I miss that? Raining in Texas. Oh, wow. Yeah, no, it hasn't been that warm here. Not by any means. Yeah, there's moderator. There we go. I'm trying to figure this out here. So what gives you a blue wrench? Well, this is enthralling. Who else needs a wrench? Nope, must already be one. What else? Don't mind me, guys. I'm just running the show here. Should add as a managing moderator or just add as a moderator? Standard. Maybe I'm not doing that right. Aye. Can't trust me to do any of this shit. No. Trying to add everybody I can in, as that I haven't already put as moderators. This way you guys can just click on each other's channels and be able to subscribe or go and whatever. All right, that's enough of that. Sorry, guys. I was trying to add some of you guys in being moderators that aren't moderators already. If you're not a moderator, yeah, okay, so you do see it. All right. So if you're not a moderator, if I didn't make you a blue wrench, that's funny. Yeah. So if you don't have one, put it in the chat here going forward that you're not a blue wrench, and I'll add it. Yeah, where's Jim today? One thing about this mustache is itchy as it's growing in. Sorry, man. Yeah, I ended up deleting one of your comments. I don't know why. I was trying to use you as a. Okay, yeah. So I think I had it. I took it away, then I gave it back. I don't know what I did. So yeah, if anybody doesn't have one, let me know. Curly, I think you have one. I'm pretty sure I just gave you one. But I gave you one, Lee. Whatever. I want everybody to have one. I don't know why. Okay, standard monitor, good. So I have to go back and just make sure that I still am not able to see like my comments like after the show posts. Like you used to be able to see it. Sometimes it would take like a day, but I still am not able to see them even after a day or two or a week, even where you could see the comments. And when you go back to watch the live chat, because I will do that sometimes, go back and just see how it went. And I just like to look at myself, so I'll go back and watch my videos. Setting you have to enable before the stream, before it's posted, or before you go live. Live. I don't know. I have to look into that because it's not working out. I had a Blue Man Crew. There you go. Hey, there's Rick. Where you been, buddy? Checking box on YouTube. So I can't do any boxes right now because it's not actually up on YouTube. Well, not really. It's live, I guess. Like I go through StreamYard, so I don't know. I have to look into it. What do I know? I'm barely literate. Let me give Rick. Giving you a blue wrench there, Rick. Nah. I'm gonna. Like I said, I got that test to take on Saturday, so I barely have been down here. I took a break the other day, and I'm building this little fruit stand, vegetable stand, whatever you want to call it. Some German company, Knock. I can't even read the words. I don't know what any of that means. I thought they came with two of them, but you could build it either this way as more of a vegetable or fruit stand, or that way as their little honey bee pots or whatever. But I'm gonna put this over by the farm area next to the roadside fruit stand. I don't know. It was like $5 and a couple bucks to ship it. I've been looking and looking. It's hard to kind of find a fruit stand. I bought one and it came, but the stand was missing. I think I mentioned this already. It came in. It was that one from Lifelike from years back. Setting is enable live chat replay within customization when you go and edit your upcoming stream. Okay, I'll have to look at that. I have to look at that. Well, yeah, just a little. I got to do some weathering and stuff. I might leave it brown. I might paint it white and let the brown show through so it looks like it's, faded. An old fruit stand for the farmer to sell his corn. Jim's probably not here because he's printing the shit out of some corn stalks for me, man. He's going to print me like 1,000 corn stalks. And they look good, man. Let me tell you. I got to paint them all. Now, there's going to be the fun part. Is it going to look good when I'm done painting them? But anyhow. Great. Been busy with family. My brother had emergency surgery. He has his large intestine removed and has, oh, man. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, man. Is that the doctor? Or is there another brother? Or that's your brother-in-law, I think, that has that. Is the doctor, right? Your wife's brother? Okay. All right. I'll have to look into it. But no, going back to your question before, Jason, I got everything for it. I just haven't been working on it. Let me get it from over here. I'll show you guys. This is for Chris. So it's Tennessee River Union Railroad. I'm going to put a decoder in this. I believe it's Nathern ready to roll. I think. Didn't have a box, so I don't know exactly. Looks like characteristics of an Athern. Don't really see anything on there, but I still got to clean it all up and everything. And do some. It's what the hell it is? A GP something or another. So it's pretty cool. It's really pretty cool. Like I said, it's an older locomotive. Let me see if it's got your typical Athern. It's kind of falling apart. It looks pretty Athern-esque to me. But like I said, guys, I've just been really busy with studying and everything. I just really haven't done anything down here. I got handrails falling off and everything else. I'm looking forward to getting this on the workbench and working on it. Looking forward to getting back to doing some stuff on the layout. I don't know. Kind of got a little bit of a. I just want to break those handrails off. I'm trying to put some of them back in. I didn't want to. Starting to get like a brainstorm on what I want to do. I'm going to kind of start concentrating more over there by the farm area. Let me see. I don't think the camera's actually set in the right spot, but it's an idea of the area I'm talking about where the farm is. So I got to get the house set in place right and do some scenery out here in the yard and all that kind of stuff. And then you can barely see kind of over there to the right of the barn where all my cows are. There's too many in that pasture, but that's okay. I got fencing to put up. I got to gravel the road, and down where that gravel road goes to the right, as it goes down to the main road and goes under the tracks there. Is where I want to set this little. I want to set the fruit stand right under, like not under the bridge, but next to the bridge by the road. But I got some ideas. We'll see. But like I said, I've been doing everything I can to study for this test, and most of my free time, you know. Yeah, no doubt, man. Uh, yeah, don't help any. Sometimes we're our own worst enemies. We do it to ourselves, unfortunately. But what are you gonna do? Oh, your brother-in-law is the doctor. Hey, good morning, Wesley. GP40. Yeah, that's right. I think that's what it was. Remember, you looked it up because we wanted to get the right decoder for it. Make sure we put in get the right sounds. I still got to program that little switcher of mine. I really regret putting that smaller decoder in it. I should have listened to you, man. I just don't have the sound, you know? Yeah, it's a nice engine. Like I said, I think I want to say it's an Athearn. It's not a blue box. It's ready to roll. It has a lot of the blue box features, like the clips for the trucks for power and that. But it's got a little more modern wiring for the lights and stuff. So I got to test it, make sure everything works, and then kind of go from there. Clean it all up. Make sure it works in DC before I go to do anything. He got two others sitting here he wants me to work on too. I had to start charging them. Damn it. Eh, thanks, Ron. Good morning, by the way. If I didn't say hi already. See, I'll give you a. Speaking of Ron, let me give you a wrench, buddy, old pal. Oh yeah, got to, man. CSX, buddy. Move a lot of that. Well, they did, anyways. You know, it used to be big. Back with the B&O, C&O chassis. Oh, you know, Eastern Seaboard, man. Couple of fall trees to this thing. Yeah, I mean, for sure. You being funny? Yeah, but like this, what you're seeing now is strictly backdrop right there. There's no trees, like my actual homemade trees or anything. That's all backdrop. So I'm going to put some trees here in the foreground, right up against the backdrop to kind of blend it, you know, that kind of stuff. Probably do some lower lying stuff in the front. I don't want to block the house too much, you know, block the scene off too much, but I'll put a few, you know, kind of play it by ear. I kind of set things in there, see how they look, and, you know, but again, it's a matter of getting this test out of the way before I want to even mess with anything. I know I keep saying it, but it's, you know, if I get involved in doing something here, it's going to take time away from that. Because once I get started on something and get an idea going, it's like I got to go with it, or you know, once you make the mess, you just want it to stay messy until you're done making the mess, and then you clean it all up. That's how I work, anyways. I know Curly been cleaning up my layout really good, waiting for the water to dry. What'd you do? Hose it down with soap and water, with dish soap? That's funny, Curly. Aaron. Morning, sir. Good to see you. Let's give you a blue wrench too, since I'm handing out wrenches today. Apparently, I give you one, Wesley. Wesley, I gave you a wrench too, man. It's still there. I believe they have one of those eco engines at the Moorman yard there in Bellevue. I don't know. That's somewhere I still want to go. Yeah, that's all backdrop there in that area. Now, to the left of it is my river scene, and there's a lot of trees I've made in the foreground there, like literally just to the left of that house. Biggest thing is if I move this camera, I guarantee you that camera's going to go out. Almost guaranteed. All right, there you go. Let's see here. So yeah, kind of probably see now a little bit more where the real trees and the homemade trees kind of, or the backdrop trees and the homemade trees kind of stop there. So I'm going to keep coming to the right a little bit and just thin it out as I come to the right up to the house, and then just some lower lying probably in the front, maybe one or two tall ones with nothing that's going to block a whole bunch of the view. These are all rocks I did out of, I take that back. Some of the rocks are in front of the house there. That's a mold, rock molds, but all the other rocks kind of to the left and back along the backdrop by the back of the house there. I did that all out of the sculptor mold that I make. No, just leave that right there for now. But yeah, all the trees, I tried to kind of blend them in, match the colors for the most part. I'm not sure about those two big green ones. I was attempting to make them out of, they're super trees, but I did more of a static grass first on them. Try to make them look more like evergreenish, but I don't know if I like that. Yeah. I did have, on my old farm, I did have a big oak tree. I did make a tire swing, just never put it up. By the time I finally made it, I was tearing the layout down. So yeah, that's a good idea. Very well may try that. Hey, Dirk. Steam and Steel. How's it going? Thanks for coming in. Give him a wrench too. Everybody comes in, I don't see a wrench, I'm going to give a wrench to. Because why not? Makes it easier for everybody to chat and go check out channels and all that kind of stuff. Morning, Corey. Good to see you in there, buddy. I got a bad habit of not returning wrenches. All right, well, I'm going to give you this one. You don't have to return it. How's that sound? Train freak. Let's see here. I tore the inside loop apart in the furnace side of the basement, making that loop 2 times. Let me switch to this camera now since we're coming around this side. I don't like the way I have that camera set up, but that's all right. Making that loop 2 times bigger. That's going to be an upper loop, and we'll be able to turn the trains around also. Oh, all right. Nice. Yeah, that's a nice layout you have there, Rick. It's so cool to see that in person. Just like anybody's layout, the camera doesn't always do it justice, you know. Hey, John, what's happening, buddy? This video, I just watched your video this morning on the Chessy cats picking up Chessy cats. Cats picking up cats. Whatever I can't remember how you labeled it, but it was good. I always love seeing those Chessy cats. One of these days I'll shock you guys and I'll just run a nice train of that. Now, I don't have a lot of cats left. I got some coal cars. I don't have any. Yeah, one boxcar and maybe a caboose. I got rid of all my. No, I think I have a 2-bay or a 3-bay hopper. I got rid of all my hoppers and all my boxcars. Sold them all off. Yeah, thanks, John. Oh, is that right, Corey? Who makes your entries for work? Snap on. Hey, J-Rock, those stuff. How are you doing? Thanks for coming in. Gave you a blue wrench too, J-Rock. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, did you? Okay. Yeah, I watched it earlier this morning, I think, and then I looked at anything as far as replies or anything. So hoping to finish up the plaster work on the lumber mill scene this weekend. Not sure if it will happen or not since my NMRA rep is coming to hopefully sign me off on AP electrical. Oh, that's cool. On 8 scale box cars at Goodwill. Yeah, I never thought to do that. Never thought to go to like a Goodwill or even a thrift, some kind of thrift store. Or I know some people will go to oh geez, I can't think of the word. Like a thrift mall kind of thing. I'm blanking. Breakfast sounds good, man. What are we having, Kyle? Like I said, I'm only going to go to 10 today because I gotta get back to studying. Hopefully, I will be. All right, Train Freak. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully, I will pass this thing and be done with it. Saturday afternoon, I can breathe a little bit and be done worrying about this. Try to move that down a little bit. A little more of the view of the cows. And that's going to be a field there behind the barn, just up top of the road, going down the driveway. And that fence is coming out. I'm going to do a barbed wire fence along there. Well, J-Rock, if you are good at graffiti and stuff like that, I would do a little bit of that to them and put them on eBay or one of the Facebook sale groups. Because guys will definitely pay money for well-weathered and well-graffitied rolling stock and that. It's definitely an art to be able to do that. Otherwise, you can sell them as is, even. You know, you don't have to graffiti them up or anything. If you just wanted to resell them, you definitely could do so. Repack this locomotive up so I don't mess it up. But Chris from Tennessee River seemed to be pretty happy with the last locomotive I did for him, so yeah. Ought to be a good idea for me to do another one. So I don't mind helping him out. It's not something I want to get into like as like a side business. Like I know Jason, he just left, but I know Jason does a lot of that for people as a business. I don't really want to get into that, but I don't mind helping him out. And Chris understands that I'm an amateur, so if it's not 100%, he's cool with that. He just doesn't have the I don't know if it's the patience or what. He paints beautiful art, but to mess with that kind of stuff, not so much. Like installing decoders and that. Morning, Worldwide Trains, Planes, and Autos. And hello, hi. Each next model and scale trains. How are you guys doing? Good to see you. I appreciate you coming in. I'll give you a blue wrench high. And Worldwide I do the same for you. Just allows you to go click on other channels in the chat and check them out or subscribe or like or whatever. This makes it easier on everybody not to have to log out or go out and come back in and try to write down the channel name and all that. You can just click right on it, click the 3 stars there, 3 bars on the right of the name, and just go right to the channel. CR&E Morning Brew. What's happening? I have not seen an update recently. Could be I've missed them. But I know you're back in Texas, been back in Texas. Hopefully you are. I'm sure you're working on your Texas layout and rebuilding that. Oh, congratulations. You have a beverage of choice. Now the work's done for the day. Oh, that's rude of them. Expect you to actually do work while you're at work. That's unacceptable. I don't like it. I got to tell you, I got a huge pack of oversized milkshake straws the other day. Would be perfect scale for pipe loads. We'll be doing a video since I don't need them all. All right. That's cool. Well, that's how I made all those pipe loads I was making. So it's time consuming, but I thought they came out pretty good. Found something that looks like corn stalks, ends, blooms on decorative landscape grass. Huh. Yeah, I can see that. A new video will be published this afternoon. Okay, take a look at that. Thomas has a 1911 Illinois Central Railroad pipe. Wow. How do you find all this? How do you even know when it's from? Are they stamped or something? Yeah, screw that work thing. Yeah, I think I saw that one. I'll have to check. Fred, I think I was telling everybody I've been studying for this certification test, and I really haven't been as active as I'd like to be with any of this stuff, but playing the lower track now. Are you doing more than one level? Man, I got to get up to date, Fred. John, the guy at the local candy store, gave me over 300 straws. Oh, wow. That's a lot of straws. Yeah, I was getting mine off Amazon. They were like bio straws. Not paper, but they're not actually like the cheap plastic straws you buy like at Walmart and that. They are some kind of recycled material, probably somewhere between plastic and paper. So when you paint them, the paint sticks to them well. And because I was having a problem of when I would paint the like the cheapy straws. I don't know what else to call them, the Walmart type straws. Uh, the ones that hang on the shelf, like along the rack, um, like the blue, red, white, and blue striped ones, whatever. You know what I mean? But like sometimes the little tape I was using would pull the paint off, and then sometimes you would go to grab them if you squeezed them too hard, it would crack the paint and chip it off because it wasn't really adhering. So I don't know. Maybe I just needed to prime that better or first, because sometimes I prime, sometimes I don't. And these other straws didn't do that. 6 inches high in the middle area. Oh, okay. That's good. It's a nice little elevation change. Not too bad, you know. Yeah, like I'm saying, I should have done some kind of a primer or, like you said, a dull coat, you know. So, but price wise, I mean, it wasn't that much different, and I was happy with the straws I was getting. So it was fine. I may eventually go back to making them again, but there were a lot of time tied up in that, and to account for that, I had to start selling them at a more expensive price, and I didn't feel very great about that. But it was just the materials weren't the problem. It was taking me forever to make these things, and I think I quit making them right about when I started building this because I wasn't able to actually do anything here on the layout because I had people paying me for a product and I had to get it out. So I kind of was, if I wanted to build my layout, I had to take time away from that. But I wanted to make money doing that. I had to take time away from the layout. So I was like, well, I want to run trains again, so I'm going to build the layout, So I may go back to it eventually. I've had some guys actually reach out to me just recently, actually, and I had to tell them I wasn't doing it at the moment. I kind of felt bad, but they had bought from me before and just wanted more. Yeah. So, where'd you go? There we go. Joe Rader. How's it going, man? I'm here. We can start now. Gotcha. Okay, Joe, you're already a moderator. I'm giving everybody blue wrenches today. I just realized that I don't think I had everybody down before that. Let's see. I know I said hi. I know I said hi to you, Dave, but I'm going to say hi again because I can't remember. But I'm pretty sure I did. Pretty sure of it. Old Camp Ranch, how are you? Put a moderator on there for you as well. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Now, are those ones that you buy or do you 3D print those, John? Ah, okay. Yeah, those are really convenient, those riser packs. I used them a little bit on the beginning of my climb, but then I would have needed so many of them. But from the start of the climb to where I kind of come around the first curve, then I started using, measurements and like 3-inch wide along the wall, 3-inch plywood. Eventually, I get the second level track going and actually see how well this climb really works. Like the coating you see on mild steel pipe tube is called FBE, fusion bond epoxy. Usually an oxide red, jade green, pale blue, or off yellow, depending on job specs. Yeah. The ones I was doing were I did a lot of black. I did like that green color that I painted my bridge. Pale blue's a good idea. I like that. I did like kind of a bluish green before too. It was more on the blue side. I haven't tried any yellow. I know back in the day when I was driving for a concrete company, some of the lines that you buried, we would dye the concrete. So, like, I think red was electric. There was like a, I want to say, did we do a blue dye? I think we had to dye it red, I think, for electric line. So if you were digging and hit concrete, they were burying it. It was for a county job or something. So I don't know if it's different for like state governments or whatever. Good, I thought I did, but you know. Thought I did. Say hi. All right, Lee. Lee says you'll have a video out later. See you in the streams. Okay, thanks for coming in, man. Well, I'm going to start winding it down here, I think. Oh, hi, Randall. How you doing? Oh, Randall already has a wrench. Good. I have to keep looking at my phone because you can't see it on StreamYards who has a wrench and who doesn't. $36, I think. I don't know what that means, but okay. Oh, shit. Oh, okay, so you buy yours. Well, I did ask for a resin printer for Christmas. We'll have to see. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's the only time we used the red dye was for electric. And then we had they're still doing this Northeast Ohio sewer project. But when I was working for the concrete company, this was back in 1993. We were just starting on all these sewer projects. And in the concrete, we had to add this. Well, there was between fiber. Some jobs wanted the fiber in the concrete, and some wanted these little pieces of like corrugated metal strips, like real tiny, almost like fibers, but they were metal. Shit, it was a pain in the neck. You had to carry the bags up the ladder and you had to dump them in the damn truck, mix it in. Those were interesting jobs. Though you backed up to the hole, they had a crane with a bucket, just dumped it in the bucket, then they lowered the crane down with the bucket attached with all the concrete in it. There was a question about wheel size. I got you. Yeah, I do tend to go through my 36-inch wheel sets way faster than my 33s. I think 28s are for some passengers, maybe, and like your auto racks. I know, I'm pretty sure those are 28-inch for the big auto racks. But yeah, 33s and 36s are what I generally keep around. And if I need something different, then, I did say, if you're talking about me, I asked for one. And I found a good deal on one, and I gave that information to the boss. Now, I don't know if it will be purchased. Hopefully, if she's going to do that, she will purchase it at that price. It's basically the same one Jim Tedesco has. I'm kind of in contact with Jim and kind of getting an idea on his feelings on it. Still not using it, but to print the catenaries. What the heck's a catenary? Itinerary. Am I even saying that right? Okay, Aaron, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Have a great day. Yeah, I want it mostly for the the detailed parts. That's why I wasn't worried about going with a filament printer. I'm not really looking to print big things. And that one that Jim has is it's a smaller one. It's the Creality Hallet 1, I think is what it is. And he seems to like it so far. He's printing the shit out of these corn stalks for me with it. Dirk, I forgot to mention the weatherproofing chemical can also have a huge influence on the color of the painting and the coating. Yeah. So, but I want it for smaller stuff. Like, I mean, I could have printed this little shack probably, if I had the file, but all these little things, your little benches and mailboxes and telephone booths and people, even like your cars and small vehicles and that, And I'm thinking in the long run, and it's going to be a learning curve for sure, but in the long run, I'm going to need a lot of that kind of stuff for this layout. And to constantly be buying it is just going to be crazy money. I'm not saying I'm going to go over detailed, Hey, Mike. Good afternoon to you. I'll give you a blue wrench too. And, I mean, if some people go crazy with it, and I love that. I think it's cool. I don't know if I'm going to go that crazy with the details, but I want it to be enough details to make things look realistic, as realistic as I can make them anyways. But anyways, we'll see. I mean, like I said, I gave her, yeah. I mean, it's as big and it's getting bigger. I think guys in general, guys, girls, whoever, people in the hobby are just in general tired of paying some of the prices they want for this stuff. And I guess it would be a Jim Tedesco brief rant, but I'm not really looking to print HO scale cars, freight cars, locomotives, stuff like that necessarily. That kind of stuff is what it is. Maybe freight cars I might be more apt to do. I know Jim's working on some cars. He's going to work on some tank cars for me, actually. I know other guys are printing like container cars, and then Jim's printing me some containers, some 40-footers with his filament printer. Came out good. It's gonna be a nice filler, anyways. If nothing else, I'll paint them up and use them as fill and put the nicer, store-bought ones in the front. Okay, Dave. Take it easy. Have a good day. Thanks for coming in. Old Camp Ranch. Have a great day. Be careful going into town. Thanks for coming. But anyways, that's my thinking. Honestly, Jim is so busy right now, but he tends to always find time to print stuff for me when I ask him, which I've always appreciated that. But kind of like to give it a shot, and see. There may still be stuff I'll reach out to Jim for just because he has more expertise in it. Let's see, 6 is that filament printers and 2 resin printers here in the shop. Yeah, wow. Do you have is this for like hobbies and stuff? Do you have like a site, a store or a website that we can check out things that you guys make? Is this stuff for sale? That kind of thing. Put up a link if you do. Hey, plumber, what's happening, man? Good to see you in here. Getting ready to get out though. Day late and a dollar short, buddy. I'm gonna give you a wrench though, because I like you. Only the people in here that I like have wrenches. I say that jokingly because everybody has a wrench. I think everybody has a wrench. Now, if you don't have one, put it in the comments so I can give you one. Fred. Ah, I see. Wrong glass. Nice. Used to be Toledo, Ohio, was a glass city. I don't think it is anymore. Libby Glass used to be there. I don't know who else. It was the glass city. Oh, okay, cool. There you go. See if I can get that to come up. All right. Gotta type in your site here. I want to check it out. Dash 3D dash shop. I don't know if that's going to come up or not. I was trying to put the website in and see if it would come up, but just spinning. Yeah, no, Mike, you do a lot, or Steven, you do a lot of printing too, don't you? What do you do? Filament or resin or both? Family, third generation American family came here to work at Pittsburgh Plexiglass. Yeah, they're all over too. Where you from originally, Corey? The family. It's the reason I didn't grow up in a Soviet hellhole. Well, that's good. Lancaster as Anchor Hawking. They make glass. Used to be a Fortune 500 company. Okay. I think Libby was up in Toledo. I know, like East Liverpool, down around the river there, used to be a lot of pottery. Not so much glass, but pottery was real big down that way at one time, if I remember right. Yeah, see, that's what I want to do because I don't really have a lot of ventilation down here. So, like Jim was using some kind of more of a water washable. Is that what you're talking about, plumber? Water washable resin. Yeah, Corey. Yeah, that's funny. Well, I'm half Italian, quarter Irish, quarter German. So I don't know what that would be. Not great. I don't know if that's the best combination. That's $250,000 man to make a living. I make displays from marbles, pipes, and a memorial work and recreating memories. Oh, wow. Hey, Derek. How you doing? Gotta give Derek a wrench too. Yeah, that's a good idea. I know Curly's got his Amazon wish list up. It's not a bad idea, plumber. I'm actually looking into becoming an affiliate for Amazon. Or if you go through my link to buy something, helps me out. You pay the same price as you would if you went through your own, just regular Amazon link. But that's still in the works. I actually have to research it more, and just time. Anyways, guys, like I said, I'm gonna cut out of here. I got to get back to studying. I gotta eat some breakfast first. Getting kind of grumbly. So I will maybe catch you tonight on Jim Tedesco's channel at 6 for Short Line Thursday. And don't forget, at 8 o'clock is James, Dundas Junction, and Trekside Mike are doing Third Rail Thursday, 8 o'clock. I don't know which channel is doing it. If you guys know what channel it'll be on, I don't know if it's on James or if it's on Mike's. Yeah, you say I'm getting hangry. Oh, yeah. Do a video on that, Joe. You able to do a video? Are you talking about for the layout, or are you just grinding up leaves to get rid of them for out of the yard? I know guys will grind up leaves like in a coffee grinder, coffee bean grinder. Thanks, Fred. 1 minute I feel really good about it, and the next minute I feel like, I don't know. We'll see. It's not the end of the world, but, yeah. So what is, yeah. Well, Jay, I don't plan on like printing like you do, where I got 4 or 5 printers running constantly. You know what I mean? It'll be just here and there. I have a couple of little vent windows here, but it's too cold to do it in the garage. It gets cold up here in the winter. So I'm going to have to do it in the basement. Oh, you think it's on Mike's channel? Okay. Thanks, Rick. And when you said grind up leaves, I thought you meant like for ground cover. I know there's a lot of guys that'll do that for underbrush cover and stuff. So I'm going to see how it works. I mean, maybe I'll be doing most of my printing in the warmer weather, but then I would be afraid it would get too hot in the summer in the garage because I don't have a heated garage or temperature controlled garage. So that's what I might have to do. I know Jim was saying that the water washable isn't as toxic smelling, and you're not using all that alcohol to clean with and that too. So the water washable doesn't put up a smell as much as the other stuff. Yeah, that's what I've heard. Is that what you use, Curly? Because you have a resin printer, don't you? Or is yours the filament? I can't remember. Do you print? I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Dirk. Appreciate the hook into an inline duct fan and make a hood. That's a good point. So I might have to do that too. Yeah, hey, definitely it'll be something to put up. I'd watch it. So you do filament? Don't you print though? I could have swore you print. What if you could do the same similar type of like box fan with the filter thing on it, like you do for when you airbrush? Clean almost all my surfaces with isopropyl and a spray bottle. The only thing I worry about is I'm in a basement and I only have 2 vent windows. You know, those little glass block windows with the 2 little small tip-out vents. Popeyes. I think they're building one of those around me. I thought I heard they're going to build one over here. UV light dryer. I was going to get, if I get the printer, I'm going to also try to get the wash station that has the UV and all that stuff. You know, it does it both. Not at the same time, but you know what I mean. Oh, I see. Okay. No, it's all good things to think about. Maybe I'll have to do like a respirator of some kind down here. Probably just don't want the house to stink like it. You know, that's why I don't like use spray paints and stuff down here. And even my airbrush, I use just the acrylics. I don't use anything that has to be cleaned with thinner or anything like that. It's just the water soluble type stuff. So, yeah. Concerns about folks using ventilation systems that aren't intrinsically safe. I have to go take a look at that plumber. Yeah, maybe I'll have to second guess this. Maybe I'll have to. Problem is, I don't want to be moving it around a lot. You know, I could take it more upstairs in the house, in the main living area, which is probably not the best idea. But I can open some windows for ventilation where there's more windows. You know, but it's not really all that convenient, and I don't really want to be moving it around because I know you got to always keep leveling that plate and everything. So I don't know how good that will be to be moving it constantly where you want to put it, like when you want to use it. I don't know. Maybe it ain't a good idea. Maybe I shouldn't get one. But I don't know. Anyways, I'll figure that out. If I get it, I get it, and I'll figure it out, you know. So if I start glowing in the dark or something, you know, I've been printing and not ventilating. So, but for now, guys, like I said, I'll catch you guys around. I think somebody, Rick was saying he thinks that Mike, it'll be on Mike's stream tonight, Mike's channel, Backside Mike, for the Third Rail Thursday. And then Jim Tedesco, as far as I know, is still doing his 6 p.m. show. That'll probably go on until about midnight. Jim and his marathon shows. All right. See you, Curly. See you, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. And I will hopefully have good news for you guys next week when I see you. So talk to you then. Bye for now.